Hey guys, just a quick update to yesterday's video. Yesterday's video, we were asking, is this the end of the previous phase, which would begin the next phase, whether it be bullish or whatever, right? So because this candle finished off way up here, with only a wick coming down to my power line. Okay. Because of that, I'm going to say this is not the completion of this phase yet. We may be days away, or it could be a little longer, don't know. As you guys know, I bought my alts that I wanted when Bitcoin hit this and when Bitcoin hit this point here. So I got in some good prices on a couple alts. So the question now is, since I consider this not completed, then that means that the power line, I didn't draw that very well. There we go. That means the power line, it needs a solid candle, not just a wick. It needs a solid bottom of a candle, right? It needs that to be pressing against this down here or lower than that down there. That's what I need to consider the end of this phase before the beginning of next phase. And one of the thoughts I was toying with on the previous video is that end of this phase for Bitcoin, and actually I'm already in on my alts, so I'm going to stick with those for now. But end of this phase on Bitcoin, to me, if there's going to be an alt season, it's possible the alt season occurs after the end of this phase. So that's why I think it's important for me to share with you that I don't think we're at the end of this phase yet. So what we're looking for end of phase to occur is for a solid candle bottom, as I said, to be pressing against or lower than my blue line right here. And then a little wick can go below, that's fine, whatever that is. So the question is, since that's not the end, well, am I just gonna stay in here with my current purchases of the alts that I purchased? Well, for me, I'm gonna say yes. One good reason for that is because our beautiful power line is in an upward trajectory. Upward trajectory. Let's pronounce English properly, right? Since it's in an upward trajectory, it only makes my current buy prices actually better, right? That's how it's looking so far, right? So from here, we could have, a couple days down, then start whatever happens, or a couple days down, then a little bit of time up before we head down further, right? We still have to determine after the final touch to the power line, we have to determine in the next 3 or 4 days after that, is this going to be a bullish bounce, or is this going to be not good recovery, and therefore a possibility of the worst case scenario, which would be something like that, right? I don't think that's going to happen, but we don't know for sure, and every day's information gives us more understanding, right? So, yeah, that's my current update right now, that the stuff I'm bought into, I will now stay into. Sometimes these jumps down into a deep location, like what happened here, sometimes these are, actually, I think it'd be kind of fun to go back on like a 30-minute chart, because I suspect that the reason for this deep candle down into here, I suspect that as this occurred in this, as this went down and then bounced up to about here, right? I would be willing to bet that some whales bought some big money right around here, bought in big time. I'd be willing to bet. A lot of people out there, they think that whales are the manipulators, but no. The whales do foolish things, my friends. How can I get, there we go. The whales do foolish things. It's the ultra whales that manipulate the market. They are so far beyond, financially, beyond whales. Whales get manipulated all the time. So, if a whale bought up here, then if the purchases were big enough, and if I could go back, if I wasn't too lazy, and I wanted to go back on 30-minute chart, whatever, or, we're even lower than that, I could probably pinpoint a spike in volume on one particular candle, and that candle would probably be up near this price level. And so the ultra manipulating algorithms, what they would do on the second thing to create this long candle is they would, on the lower time frame, it would just go like, after the guy purchased, he'd watch this happening. Oh my God, he'd be scared to death until it reached this bottom where he probably sold and lost millions perhaps. Happens all the time, guys. And then it spiked back up, maybe because they're hoping he tries to get in again so they can steal his money again. These are live markets, guys. These are live markets. They react. Let me just say this. If you're someone who got a new trading account and you've been successfully trading on the new trading account with small money, right? You're a small fish in a big pond. And you've been successful over and over and over again. This is one of the tricks, guys. You're only successful because you're playing with either no money on one of those, I don't know what it is, where you don't use real money, or you're playing with small amounts of money. And so what that does, you get convinced that you're going to you're an expert. And so then you finally decide, now I'm going to put in big money on a spot. And that's when the algorithms see you and they attack you and they rip the price down away from you. That wasn't supposed to be part of this video, but just a little extra. Peace out. Good luck.